Because engineering is not all fun and games, There's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of caffeine, and at times you will feel like, why am I studying this? Maybe I should give up. First year, expected to disappear. By the end of first year, you notice a lot of people either retaking a course, change to Calc I as an example, as a popular one, even business in some cases. And there's a lot you do, a lot of project work. You'll spend countless hours, and I mean like not sleeping 2 days, in my case, for that final project. Speaking about that, you need to be prepared in engineering to be awake at, to be awake at 3, 4 in the morning, continuing a project that is not done yet.
Yes.
We've had a few instances with that. It's more recent ones as well that we probably can talk about in a future episode.
Yeah.
Motor.
Motor.
24
magnets. Anyways.
This advice is extremely important in first year.
Yes.
Because you need to start building in first year the habits and the skills that are going to carry you through second, third, and fourth year. Welcome to our podcast. This is episode 1 on the load-bearing thoughts. We had a long list of names and we eventually narrowed it down. Because considering we already chose it, we can probably maybe discuss the other ones if you want.
Sure, why not?
Okay, well, we had under construction, that went. Schematic chaos went. Tolerances and tangents, it was up there, but it was not chosen. First principles and critical parts as well, but we ended up here with load-bearing thoughts.
Yes. Let's introduce ourselves first. I'm Joshua. I'm a 4th year mechanical engineer. I specialize in aerospace engineering.
I am Siraj. I study mechanical engineering and specializing in mechatronics. I'm also in 4th year. And we do have some passions like...
Yes, so I like aerospace stuff. I'm in the ARRC, which is the club in UBC for aerospace stuff. So we do planes, we do drones, and we do rockets.
I really like robotics, programming, and have a thing for math, even though it's on times the math may get a lot. I'm also contemplating joining this aerospace club that Josh has
You should come along. You're going to learn a lot of things. And we're actually looking for programmers on the drone team. So
that's fair.
Did Zach tell you?
Yeah, Zach did tell me. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I've heard some really interesting things coming out of that club. They attend a lot of competitions and tend to do quite well when the drone works. And we are going to start our 4th year shortly in a few days' time.
What's up?
I lost the plot now.
It's okay. We're starting our 4th year in a few days. But, the whole point of us doing this is sort of like we think that we have advice that we can offer that could be helpful to any 1st year, 2nd year, or 3rd years watching this. So this is kind of what we put together. So if you have nothing else left to talk about, let's move on to
so I'll add to that. We're trying to somewhat give back to the engineering community to an extent from our experiences from 1st, 2nd, and 3rd year. And what we did right and our mistakes as well, because we're not all perfect and, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we think it's really important that before you even go into 1st year, you know what you signed up for. Because engineering is not all fun and games, There's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of caffeine, and at times you will feel like, why am I studying this? Maybe I should give up. You just failed your first midterm, or you didn't get the mark you wanted after studying for a week for a final. But there is hope. If you just keep going, maybe reflect and look back at your habits. But that is what we are going to be doing. We're going to be reflecting, thinking back, discussing what we've learned.
Yes.
So I think we should move on to the next.
So 1st year courses. Yes.
Oh! Don't even get me started on statics. That was a problem.
Where should we start? We should pull up that list of all of the courses.
We should.
The advising sheet.
We should. Give me one moment. I'm going to pull it up. So how was your summer? What did you get up to?
I flew plane. That was pretty cool.
That is really cool, indeed. Moving forward into the future, we're gonna definitely do better at this.
It's our first episode, okay, and we've never done anything like this, so
Yeah, we're giving it our best go. Yeah, we're giving it our best go. Course planning. Yeah, we go. This is an interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay, so first year Bachelor of Applied Science. Boop, 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 boop. All right.
Here we go.
Okay, 169. What do we think? What do you think?
That was an interesting course. It has a lot of applications. The way it was delivered was a bit questionable, but we did learn a lot. It isn't very difficult. That I can say.
I agree.
It's just cramming theory, and if you're good at memorization, you'll do really well. Then we have Calc I, also called engineering analysis. How did you find that?
Calc I?
Yeah.
I found it completely fine. I think as long as you have taken Calc in high school, you'll probably be completely fine. Yeah.
That's fair.
But I do know some people who haven't taken Calc in high school, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" Because I feel like in that class they kind of already expect you to know a bit of Calc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
It's definitely very important that you do focus and try to learn as much as possible in Calc I.
That's true.
Because every other course you take after that point heavily relies on the fundamentals.
Yeah.
And the first principles. You get the pun there. But yeah, and then we have English, because we as engineers need to take English. And it's very, very important that we take English.
Yes.
And that's why we have a course called Engineering Communication, where you learn how to write essays and paragraphs. And not my favorite course, but you get through it. It's not too bad as well. It just is a bit time consuming. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah. I think for us, we did our project on, for me, it was transportation.
Yeah.
Did we do it? No, that was second year.
Yeah, no, that was second year.
Yeah, for me, it was transportation. So it was basically like a big group project. You write a report.
Yeah.
Proper format, citation, engineering language. They really emphasize that in that course. It was like a long paper that you had to submit. So for me, it was a lot of work, but it wasn't that hard. It was just a lot of work that you have to put in.
Fair. But I did realize from my experiences there that if you don't speak English as a first language, there is quite a bit of a learning curve. I did notice that from international students. We, I think, did okay because we are quite, I would say, fluent in English, but there are some people that were not so fluent in English, and I could see they struggled through it. And then we can move on to potentially one of the best courses. Yes.
Sure.
We have differing opinions.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy.
Linear algebra. Wow.
Oh, linear algebra. Okay, I thought you were gonna go with statics. Yeah, go on.
We'll get to statics. That was there.
Yeah.
Linear algebra. That wasn't too bad, was it?
It was my first 90% on the midterm.
Yeah, Josh doing well from day one. From day one, yeah, wow. I really enjoyed the concepts of that course.
Yeah. I mean, like, assuming you're a first year and you don't know anything about linear algebra, imagine algebra, like when you have like multiple equations, like multiple ABC, equation 2 ABC, and you're trying to solve for C, and you know like A and B. It's kind of like that, except like it's a very systematic, formatted way of solving for multiple variables when you have multiple variables.
Yeah, it's just matrices. Some of you may have done matrices in high school, but I know not everybody has. But going into it, there is a bit of a learning curve, but once you master the learning curve, it's pretty straightforward and becomes very useful in the higher level courses.
Yeah, for sure.
Extremely useful in higher level courses.
Yep. And
now we can talk about statics if you want. Yeah.
If I want.
If you want. We don't have to talk about statics. This course gives me nightmares.
Man, statics was something. Yeah. It was like, I would say, I think, overall experience of first year to third year was, first year was like a lot of panicking of like figuring out what's going on. And in like second year, you realize that, wait, first year is so easy. True. Yeah. And then third year is literal hell. But going going back to statics, it was like your first. For me, it was like my first taste of like a real hard engineering course.
Yeah.
It's like it was like for me it was like the first course that was like different from high school. You know, like in high school, I didn't have to put in personally. I didn't have to put in that much effort into actually completing the coursework, getting decent grades. But this course, you actually have to like lock in. You gotta listen. You gotta do the exercise. You know, But for us, I think like the prof who taught it, there are varying opinions on him.
Yeah.
But for his final exam, it was very, very, very similar to the practice exam. So my one takeaway is that you gotta put in the work. You definitely gotta put in the work.
I felt like as long as you did the textbook examples, to which we were forced into getting the textbook, but that's another story.
Oh boy.
As long as you did the textbook examples, the final exams and tests were same problem, different values.
Pretty much.
Makes sense.
Pretty much.
And that can be said for most of first year courses. They tend to take the textbook problems, just change the values around. You'll get the exact same diagrams in the final exams even. So it's very worthwhile that you go do the problem sets at the end of the textbook chapters.
For sure. Yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
That's a very good tip. Profs really like to, if you run out of practice questions, let's say you finish all your tutorials, finish all your practice midterms exams, all your assignments, then do what Siraj does and go
grind the textbook. Go grind the textbook.
Yeah.
That's another interesting point. In university, don't expect to be given past papers. There's a low chance you'll end up with past papers in most courses because they don't like giving them out because it seems like they recycle it. It's a bit of a hot take, but I think it is what happens. And they'll tell you just do the assignments again. And yeah.
And you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
As long as you put in the work, you understand the concept, you'll be fine. Yeah.
That's another thing. Like in first year, I felt personally that it was a lot of quantity over quality.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a whole bunch of these courses like the statics ones, and for some maybe even linear algebra, where they try to make you drop out or change. That's how I felt, and I did notice that our class size has shrank quite a lot since then.
All right, we've hit the topic. So how many, percentage-wise, how many friends left after first year for you?
I know about 5 or 6, I think, on the top of my head. Yeah.
So what's the percentage? What would you say?
I don't know what the percentage is overall.
But like out of the people you know, out of all the people you know,
closer to 20.
I was about to say 30 or 20.
Yeah.
So expect some people to disappear.
Yeah.
Hopefully not you if you're first year.
In first year, expect it to disappear. Yeah. By the end of first year, you notice a lot of people either retaking a course, change to Calc I as an example, as a popular one. Even business in some cases. And yeah, it drops. Like over the years, you'll notice the class size is just shrinking. Yeah. Like we just finished third year, and did you notice the class size has shrank a lot?
I don't think so. No. Have you?
I have.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Compared to first year, it's absolutely tiny compared to first year. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Let's go to the next one, Matter and Energy 1.
Term 2, all right.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet? My bad.
Matter and Energy 1. All I'm going to say before we even get into this is, if you did chemistry in high school, you know the course already. It's not that different. It's pretty simple, I think. But it is a bit tedious. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't remember what the coursework was. Can you remind me? I genuinely don't remember.
Remember they're teaching us about atoms, electrons, neutrons.
But was there like
chemistry?
Any electron transfer or like?
Yeah, we learned about the bonds. Remember like covalent, ionic.
Okay, so
that sort of stuff. Like the intro to chem.
Okay, then I don't remember much. Maybe
that is why clearly it's useless. If we're going into fourth year, we barely remember it. It's probably was not used again. Unlike linear algebra and Calc I, those are crucial. Yes. Yeah.
I personally, chem is a big weak point of mine, and if I don't remember it, then I probably did fine. Then you probably shouldn't worry as well.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Yeah.
Now we can move to term 2. I see you're getting excited.
Yes.
Why don't you discuss the first one?
All right. 171. Engineering drawing. Man, that course was something. All right. So this course you learn.
It's very important.
It is like the course of your first year, right? It is the course.
You're gonna make the most memories.
Yeah. we should go into stories about our project later. But let me give a general overview of the course first. Course 171, basically the prof teaches you how to use this CAD software, computer aided design, which is like the 3D drawing software that you see all the engineers use. SolidWorks.
Make sure you have at least 16 gigs of RAM for your sake and sanity.
Yes.
And you may see a meme going around about it crashing. That is true.
That is very true. That is extremely true. Another thing is, depending on who your professor is, you might want to bring a mouse.
Yeah. Oh, you need to bring a mouse?
You got to bring a mouse?
It can be done without a mouse. But you will struggle. And something that should take maybe 30 seconds, you're probably going to take a few minutes to do.
Bro, I've never seen anyone use SolidWorks without a mouse.
I can tell you a story later.
That's crazy.
Maybe when we talk about the project.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's a really fun course. You get a lot out of it. It's very crucial for other courses, especially projects later on, where you're going to have to use 3D printers. You're going to need to make models, as well as learn how to use rendering in SolidWorks. Not many people like it. But I think it's really important, especially when designing products, that you have nice visuals or animations of it, because you can really sell people on it that way. But yeah, as Josh was saying, first year, most memorable course. There's a lot you do, a lot of project work. You'll spend countless hours, and I mean like not sleeping 2 days, in my case, for that final project. What did you make in the project?
My project was on the F-117 Nighthawk, which is kind of like the triangular plane. So the timeline for the course sort of begins like we introduce you to the software. You get a few beginner projects which the prof will guide you through. Basically, you show up to the lecture. He teaches you, this is how you do this thing in this software. This is how you make stuff move. This is how you put stuff together. This is how you cut parts, make specific geometries, stuff like that. And at the end, you get to choose a big project that you and let's say 4 other people.
4 others. 4
others would do. Each of you will make specific parts for the project. So for me, my plane, I made what did I make? I made the engine, the turbines, the compressor, the combustion chamber, that kind of stuff. My group mates made the airframe. A group mate made the landing gear. And yeah, that was my project. How about you?
I worked on designing a Concorde. A plane that no longer flies anymore, but goes really, really fast when it did fly.
Fun fact, I saw one this summer.
Yeah. As you can see, Josh is really obsessed with aerospace. But also, we tend to have this tendency to design planes, which is, it's been there. My advice is, whatever you choose to design for that course, make sure if it's something difficult, your group mates are dedicated enough to pull it off. Because if not, you're probably going to be spending countless hours trying to do work for them. And I think this can be broadly spread over to all the other projects. I worked on designing mainly interior / what do you call the shell of the plane? The center part. Fuselage, yeah. Mainly fuselage. Did some work on the wings as well as the Concorde and the engine. And I did a bit of work on everything besides maybe the landing gear. Had that done by someone else. It was a really cool project. Another thing about this project is it ends up being a competition. Eventually the prof looks at all the videos, because you have to make videos as well, explaining what you did, showing off the model. And there's a competition, and you get like a trophy thing if you win. Yeah.
You got what place?
First.
He got first place. Yay!
We don't have to go into it though, but yeah.
You got. I do want to tell. Do you want to tell a story? Like, what was it like for you? What was it like for me too in the last 2 days? Just as a preview to what the first years are gonna experience.
Last 2 days, you mean when I was traveling for like...
No. I mean like the project.
Oh. Okay, you start because
Okay.
I need to put some thought into this.
Right. Our group captain lost the entire airframe on the last 2 days, or on the last night, I think. So he did pull through. He redid the entire airframe, like the entire triangular bits, in like 2 nights or 1 night.
Yeah.
We started at like 8 p.m. of the night. We went into like Valhalla, which is like one of the buildings. We were on the first floor in like the big, the common gathering room that you have in every residence. Yeah. We were there from 8 to 8. That was very fun. We were kind of losing our minds. The funny part of the story is after we finished, so we're all like, all right, project's in. All right, let's go grab breakfast. We walk down to Nechako, to Pritchard, and then we see like 2 other groups there. and I was like, and I see my friend, and I was like, yo, you finished? Yeah, I finished as well. You just finished? Yeah, I just submitted as well. So like everybody there at Nechako at like 7 or 8 a.m. are like engineer groups. Yeah. And like I knew like most of them. we all just like finished the project and we're all just grabbing breakfast and we're all just like exchanging stories of like, oh, my team captain lost the entire plane. Yeah, we just finished we barely finished, that kind of stuff.
Speaking about that, you need to be prepared in engineering to be awake at to be awake at 3, 4 in the morning, continuing a project that is not done yet.
Yes.
We've had a few instances with that. It's more recent ones as well that we probably can talk about in a future episode.
Yeah.
Motor.
Yeah,
motor.
24 magnets. Anyways.
But my story on that project is grinded a lot. Near the end, similar to Josh's situation where he stayed up the whole night, I ended up not sleeping for like 2.5 days, trying to finish the final assembly as well as work out with the renderings, and that didn't go too well. Like, I managed to get it all sorted and submitted, but at the end of the 2.5 days of not sleeping, your body just completely collapses. Like, I went to lie down, I thought I'd take a nap. I woke up and it was the next day. Like, yeah, your body completely fails.
It does that.
And I'm going to put a big warning out there to caffeine abusers that you need to be careful. You need to be extremely careful.
Okay, so the dynamic, the context is kind of like I abuse caffeine a lot.
But I think we all do, to our own degree.
Yes.
To our own degree. I don't want to get us into that. Maybe we can talk about that in the future, because we could probably talk about that for like 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
I think that it should be used, but not abused. Like, don't go drinking like 5 cups a day. Maybe drink 2 or 3 at most, but let's not push further than that. But that's my opinion. But we're going to have a further discussion on this.
My opinion is you drink however you want, and which is where the 30-minute of discussion happens. Yes. All right. So that was do you have any more to add?
Nah. I'm going to leave that quiet for now.
All right. Cool. Next one. 173.
Calc II.
Oh,
Calc II.
That's Calc II.
It's Calc II, yeah. Use the Calc II, you learn more about the basics of integration. The basic principle of integration, as well as continuing, the whole differentiation thing. Because Calc I, you learn like the basics. Like, they literally start off by showing you how to like take functions and make graph, and then you go into doing differentiation. And now in Calc II, you go more into differentiation and you start learning about integration. I don't really think it was that memorable.
I'm staring into the sky, trying to remember something.
I don't think it was that memorable.
I don't remember anything from that course other than I fell asleep.
Neither do I, but it is a very crucial and important course.
Yes.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. It is important.
Because everything is built on that. And that can be said broadly for engineering in particular, that everything is calculus. Like, if you're good at calculus, you will tend to do well. If you struggle at calculus, you need to work on getting better.
Good luck.
Literally, good luck.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This was an easy course in my thoughts.
This is also an easy course, in my opinion.
So
177.
Engineering, computation, and instrumentation. It's basically introduction / basics of programming.
That was C++, right?
Yeah. But you literally learn the basics. Like you learn what are variables, what are loops, how to make functions, and make like one class. I think we did classes. I don't remember if we did classes in that course.
Don't think so.
But my thoughts on that is C++ is a very in-depth language. What you learn in that course barely touches the surface. As I learned in this last summer when I studied a lot of C++, there was very important concepts that were left out. I don't know if it was time constraints or maybe just trying to dumb the course down, but you don't get too clued up on it. Like after taking that course, don't think you know it. You don't know anything. Like you just like imagine an ocean. You just like dipped a finger into it.
Yeah, tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
For me, it was fairly easy as well. Like the framing here is that as long as you're a student who has any sort of experience in programming, for loop, while loop, whatnot, all that, if, else if, that kind of basic stuff, you'll be fine. You'll be completely fine in this course.
Yeah, you'll walk through it.
Yes, you will walk through it. It was so much of a breeze that I remember going into that final and I was like, oh, this is the only final I don't care about, because like I can walk out with like a 30% and I'll still pass the course.
No, fair.
Like it was completely it was pretty relaxed for me. However, if you don't have programming experience, this is I think it's a good introduction.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now we're gonna move on to arguably it's in contention with statics in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, as to being one of the hardest / worst courses of first year Eng. It's called Emag I.
178.
Yeah. I personally did not enjoy it. It was at 8 a.m. My brain was barely functioning at that hour of the day. And it goes into a lot of theory about electricity, magnetism, and waves. A lot of which didn't touch again after that. But also we study mechanical, so...
If you're electrical, this is very useful.
It's very, very
You need to lock in on this course if you're electrical.
I found it quite challenging.
I found it very challenging.
Yeah.
It was...
The workload, I think, was also a lot for it.
It was a lot of theory for a very, very young engineer, or like very young...
Mind.
Yeah. Because you're not... Like, if I was third year and I took the course again, I think I would be better because I'm more used to the math. But this is like a punch to the face. Yeah.
At the time, you struggled through it.
That was something.
You struggled.
That was really something. What are the contents? We learned flux.
Basic circuits. Yeah. Our resistors. We learned inductors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Capacitors, capacitance. Just like basic level electrical engineering things, I would say.
Yeah, we also did like, inductance, which is like you have two coils. Yeah.
I'm not going to spend too much time on that because I don't have much to say about that.
It's just a difficult course. You need to lock in, do all the assignments, do all the tutorials, do all the terms, do everything, and then pray to God that you're going to pass that course.
Yeah.
we both passed, but like, it was
a grind. It was a true grind.
It was a hard course. It was a hard course. All right.
Next, we're going to talk about dynamics. All right. I personally think this course is okay. After you get your head around the whole different coordinate systems.
Is this a course where like...
Remember the aeroplane question?
Yeah. But I was thinking of the door question, where there was like a mechanism and there's like a hinge and you need to calculate. Yeah. Is that also in this course or is that second year? That was second year, right? That was dynamics too.
Yeah.
Okay, then dynamics one is it's all right. It's all right as long as you can get it. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of high school physics. It's like equations of motion.
Mm-hmm.
The entire course essentially can be summed up into equations of motion.
Because it's dynamics. There you go.
Equations of motion, and then you get to like some force stuff eventually, but it'll all rely on equations of motion because you'll need to find acceleration to do a whole F net equals ma thing. So yeah, just think equations of motion in high school, you'll be fine.
This is also a course that I think you need to lock in on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Second semester is not fun. Second semester is not fun in first year. And then we have matter and energy 2. I don't remember what that was. What did we do there?
I remember the prof. I remember what happened with the prof. In terms of content, I think it was. Did we do a bit of OChem?
I think we did, but like.
It was like the basics.
A little bit, yeah. I think we also talked about. Battery. No, yeah. What's that thing called now? When you use a solution and you conduct in the electricity.
So again?
You know when you have the anode and the cathode in a solution?
Yeah, battery.
Yeah, we did something along the lines of that.
We did.
Yeah. I don't remember too much else about it. I
also don't remember that much.
If you're studying mechanical engineering, don't worry too much about it. That's what I'm going to say.
You don't need it.
See, the courses that we didn't put too much emphasis on, we either don't have much memories about it or it wasn't very applicable because we don't remember too much about it.
Yeah.
I think you can agree with me on that.
I can. I agree. If you want to go back, I just want to go through all the courses one last time and point out like what are the things to look out for. 169. I don't know if we mentioned this when we first talked about it, but there is a group project.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know how it is for you this year, but for us it was kind of like a very scaled down version of the 171 SolidWorks project.
Yeah. On that note, when we took our first year, we did the engineering CAD course in first semester and 169 fundamentals of sustainable engineering design in second semester. So they have since swapped them around. Mm-hmm. And my thoughts, they just made your second semester more hell though. But yeah. Mm-hmm. You also need to have, is that when we did, remember there was that phone app where we saw the life cycle? Something that. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
It is.
You learn about a lot of the life cycle of products.
Yes.
You know, what happens after you throw them away and how do you design things to be recycled or could be reused?
That kind of sustainability, that kind of stuff. Yeah. 172. What's
anything important to add there? Just grind the textbook problems. You'll pass the exam well.
Yeah. And just because we say, you took calculus in high school, you'll be fine.
Doesn't exactly mean that. Oh, that is another very important thing that I did notice a lot of people go through. A lot of people had covered a lot of the concepts we already did in first year, as like we were saying with some of these courses. And that means like from the beginning, people tend to get into this mindset of, oh, it's so easy. You don't need to study. I can just show up, write, pass. But that comes back to bite you. And you can see that as we progress through the years.
It really does.
In my opinion, some of the people I observed in first year to just show up, write, or already know the concept from high school, they don't build the skills of being able to study early on. And as you get into courses where you don't know anything about it, or it's like completely new stuff, you tend to struggle because you might be still of the mindset of, I can just show up, write, and pass, and then you write the midterm and you fail.
Humble yourself.
And people end up in a lot of shock in those moments and they don't know what to do. So even if you think you know the concepts, you should still study them and act as if you don't know it at all.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I learned that lesson with this course. I was really relaxed until the end. And then all the hard stuff came. And then I was like, I did learn it in high school, but like it was so far back in my head.
Yeah, you don't recall.
I don't remember it. Exactly. And I did pretty bad.
This advice is extremely important in first year.
Yes.
Because you need to start building in first year the habits and the skills that are going to carry you through second, third, and fourth year. Mm-hmm. You don't want to wait till the end of second year because for some people that might be when the new stuff starts getting taught to you. And wait till the end of the second year and third year to start only developing those skills. Mm-hmm. Because you're not going to have enough time and you're always going to feel like you're on the brink of failing. That's what I think.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. That's very good advice. That's advice I would have told myself if I could go back in time. Yeah.
Another thing with advice is you can hear it from people, but it'll only change your life once you implement it. Yeah, accept the change. Go with the change. Because until you do that, advice is just like goes in 1 year, goes out the other year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You have to expect a lot of things to change in your life.
You need to grow as an individual.
Yes.
That's the word.
Yes.
Especially if you're going to university, you need to be open to growth.
You need to have the ability to shed bad habits or bad values that you hold, and accept new, better habits and better values, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything final things to add about communication?
Comms? Nope.
No? Yeah, me too. Algebra?
House report?
Algebra.
I think not much to add. It's fine. It's just pay attention. You'll be fine.
I don't think I have much to add to most of this.
180 statics, like we said. Yeah, pay attention. Lock in.
Yeah.
Matter energy.
Read the textbook for statics. I don't know who's going to teach it to you, but trust me, you just read the textbook, you'll be okay.
Oh, that's also good advice in general.
Yeah.
For if you find that your professor isn't for you, read the textbook.
The textbook will change your life, because at the end of the day, they most likely learned it from the same textbook, and they're just trying to teach you what the textbook is saying.
100%.
Like, you'll even notice instances where a paragraph from the textbook will end up in your notes.
Exactly.
It just ends up copied and pasted.
Exactly.
The pictures in the order end up in your notes as well that they may give you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just reading the textbook, you're learning everything that they want you to learn, but in more depth, which is useful, which is very useful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think do you have anything else to add to any of this? I don't really have much.
CAD, no. 173, 777, yeah, nothing.
Nah, I got nothing.
Just 178. Pay attention to 178. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Your first year, you'll be fine.
Another thing I want to talk about is like how the degree progresses over time.
Yep.
Because from my view, I don't know about you, Josh, but from my view, I feel like first, second year, you're climbing this mountain. Third year and fourth year, from what I understand. Okay, third year I can tell you. Fourth year we're about to find out together, including you guys, as we go along, yeah. But third year, I feel it is starting to go a bit. It's still difficult, but it's not as bad as first and second year.
Third year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if your opinion differs on that.
Okay. Mine was, first year was a mess. I was trying to figure out what was going on. Second year is the only time where I got like a 90 on a few of my subjects. I remember a semester in second year being very easy and another one being hard. It was the one with 248 in it.
Oh, yeah.
248 and 246. Those can be difficult courses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So second year, first term, easy. Second term, hard, or the other way around. Third year, man. Okay. I had a different experience than Siraj because starting from second year, I joined the aerospace club. On third year, I really locked in and I started going to like every meeting and contributing a lot, or well, not that much, but like I was there, you know, I put a lot of effort into it, which resulted in less time for academics. And from another friend who also did the same, I can tell you, going to clubs really eats into your academic time, so my grades went down a bit. Third year, I found third year was pretty hellish for me. It was like the worst it got. Third year.
Okay, in my thoughts about it, I think I did. Third year was a bit more relaxed compared to my second year.
Did more?
A bit more. It was more like constant work. Second year is just like the steep uphill. I don't know. You know what? We will make a complete separate episode on second, third, and fourth year.
But for now, here's just like a basic overview. Yeah. Expect
I think there's a lot we can go into in second and third year.
Yeah, there is. We should. We're gonna do an episode on all of the courses on second year, third year. Yeah. Eventually.
We get to it. We're still new to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to tell them about this, yeah?
Yes. So this section is titled "Advice that you would tell yourself when you're in first year." My advice is number 1, buy the Frosh Kit. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but NSOC over there. So I'm in EME we were in the Emag NSOG over there. They sell Frosh Kits. These are basically kits that they include like a calculator. They include like a little notebook. I don't recall exactly. I think they have a compass or like all of the engineering
Probably a lab
tools.
coat, right? No?
And a lab coat and a goggle. And it's like way cheaper than if you have gone outside and bought it yourself. It was like the biggest mistake I made when I first came here. It was like, oh, they're trying to scam me. I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to be smart and buy it outside myself. And then I looked at the price and I was like, okay, all right. I missed out. That was my first advice. My second piece of advice, which is also good life advice in general, I think, is 1 is none and 2 is 1. This is taken from another podcast. Basically, always have 2 of the same thing. Always have 2 calculators. You never know when you go to the exam if you lose one. Oh well, there goes your entire exam. Don't expect to go up to the professor and say, "I lost my calculator. Can you like lend me one?" No, all the prof is gonna do is they're gonna go up. They're gonna go on the mic, ask, "Hey, does anybody have a spare calculator?" Yeah. Nobody's gonna say a thing, and you're gonna do all of those calculations by hand. And that is
you're
not
going to
fun.
finish the paper.
You're not going to finish the paper. And especially with linear algebra, man, you're not even going to pass the course.
True. You're going to automatically fail.
Yeah. Get a second calculator for sure. Get a second.
2 pencils.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have backups.
Just try to get 2 of everything.
Always have backups. Because the way this academic area, the school is structured is that the course is structured is that you get one shot at a lot of things that you do. So have redundancy.
One shot, one kill.
One shot, one kill. Yeah. Pass all your courses.
Yeah, you'll find out where that comes from.
You need to pass all your courses.
Yeah.
Another thing that wasn't written here I want to talk about is Vancouver campus.
Yeah.
So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you need around an average of 92 to go
I think in the mid-80s you find.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's not like, well, it is competitive, but most of the time they just allow.
It was like 50 people who were allowed to go to Vancouver.
Yeah.
So if you want to transfer to Vancouver campus,
you can.
You can.
It's very, very, very possible. But I do believe you should try and embrace this campus as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, from my point of view, yeah, Vancouver's nice. It's big. It's a massive city. But yeah, it's a bit more quiet, calm. Josh literally sees the airport and planes every day that he likes.
That's true.
It's a lot more relaxed, yeah.
It's on F-18 once. Anyways.
It's a lot more relaxed, yeah. And you may actually enjoy it a lot more if you're willing to open up to experience it, I think.
I think both campuses. Okay, I think in terms of like late late game, like career networking stuff, I think Vancouver might be better.
Yeah.
But if you want, I think it is true that it's easier to build connections here with professors.
Yeah.
Because you
actually get to speak to them because the class sizes are not as big.
Exactly.
And you actually you could be walking around campus and you could see a professor and just have a conversation with them.
Exactly.
They're not too much in a rush, and they're really, really nice professors here that are really friendly.
Exactly.
My honest thoughts there.
I agree. Yeah.
Another consideration is think of cost as well. Vancouver is way more costly than the Okanagan.
That's true.
But if you're okay with those and you want to go. But I still think you should give it a chance, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least be open to try it out. Because also, if you're going to transfer, maybe we can get someone
who transferred on here.
Yeah, we could look into that because we know a few. But you need to also understand if you do transfer, you're going to be starting again from the bottom because you don't know anybody.
Right.
So, if you're happy with that,
so
you could do that.
Situations where it's you transferring to Vancouver is like, for example, if you want to study a specific major, like Vancouver has a lot more options.
Mining engineering.
Exactly.
Or marine engineering.
Van also has a better computer.
Let's not even start with that. The computer science.
No. The what is it? Electrical computer. What's that called? Like the hardware stuff.
Computer engineering.
Yes, sorry, computer engineering.
Yeah, because we just started that.
We just started that,
Yeah,
but
we
it
just
was
started
it was already in van, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and on a side note, if you check behind us, I'm sure one of the camera angles caught us. You see all these people walking around? That is what you call jumpstart. Should we talk about that briefly?
I think there's like very briefly because it's too late for people who are watching this to join.
True.
Yeah, it's like people are walking around touring the campus.
True.
If you're somehow watching this and you're going to the UBC
Yeah.
next year, we strongly recommend you to do Jumpstart because they basically take you around the campus and show you around.
You get to make your first friends, potentially. Possibly. Or at least if you don't make friends, you're going to meet some people.
Oh, that's...
who may turn into your friends.
That's Ryan down there. Do you know him?
Who? No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, anyways, yes. Jumpstart, that's also a pretty important, pretty good thing to join if you're not coming here this year and next year. Vancouver campus, yeah. Like there's definitely a point in transferring.
Yeah.
Just depends on you. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's always your decision. It's
Yep.
always your decision.
We try to give you information regarding the advantages and disadvantages.
Also, on that topic, first year doesn't necessarily determine what end you will study. Because in second year, you have to make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
So in first year, you need to prioritize as well, trying to get a broad understanding of all the different engineerings, so that then you know, which the university does do well by giving you those different courses, like we mentioned. And then you can see more what you like. And maybe you thought, as an example, you wanted to study electrical, and then you take Emag I and you absolutely realize you hate it. But then you realize, wait, I really like dynamics. Well, you could do mechanical, or you absolutely love statics somehow. Somehow, yeah. Keyword somehow. If you do, please send us an email. I would love to meet you. Maybe you want to study civil then, But you need to use it to explore your options and what you like. I think that's very crucial.
For sure.
Because you don't want to get to like third year, fourth year, and then regret your decision, because these decisions are going to determine the rest of your life.
Yeah, you really.
And you don't want to be stuck in a 9-to-5 job that you absolutely hate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On that note as well, just because you study engineering doesn't mean you're going to be an engineer. You need to understand that. The statistic, I think, is only like 50% of engineers end up in eng. Something like that. I have it somewhere.
No, I'm just looking at the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, Josh just wants to go look at the plans. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's one right now. No.
But yeah, do understand that studying eng, it is opening doors to other career paths as well. Just because you study mechanical doesn't mean you doing mechanical engineering. You can end up in a variety of other fields.
Yep.
Fields love hiring engineers because of problem solving.
I can tell you from my friends who are in the aerospace field, there are like so many people who are working in the aerospace field are just mechanicals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And electricals, because avionics, all of the electrical stuff.
True.
Yeah. So don't feel like you're constrained to one option.
Yeah.
Or even engineering. You can go to finance,
you can go to
business.
finance, you can go to business. There's endless options. So if you look at like a lot of the successful CEOs of the world, they studied eng. Even though they don't end up in eng or they dropped out halfway. That's another topic, but they had an idea.
Yep.
They had an idea that drove them.
It's a good start. It's a good starting point. Yeah.
So now we're in fourth year, Josh. Oh. We have a capstone. We have to do a capstone. Do you want to tell them what a capstone is, or should we save that?
Yeah, we should. I mean, capstone is a big thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a big thesis project that you're meant to complete. This only happens in fourth year, so don't worry.
Yeah.
You can either submit a topic that might get approved, or you are given a list of topics to choose from with companies local and abroad and anywhere and everywhere.
Okay, yeah. I think we should make an episode on that.
We should.
We can go very in depth.
We can. So let me shorten it.
I'll try shorten it. I think.
Go ahead.
So basically, it's a project that runs over 2 semesters. It ends up being 1 course, and at the end of it, you have to present to everybody.
Everyone.
And it's very important, or can be very important, because it could potentially land you a job. Potentially.
It could be.
If you make a really good one.
In your resume.
Yeah, it looks really good on your resume.
If you could do a good one.
Yeah.
If you do a bad one, then sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another important aspect.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Or should we bring the load-bearing thoughts to an end for today? Enough load.
Enough load.
Enough load has been bad.
Indeed. All right.
Well, it was nice speaking. We will continue some other time, I guess.
We hoped that this advice was helpful.
Yeah. Change your life. Send us an email.
Don't. Obviously, we're just like you, except we're 2 years older. So feel free to explore. Some of our advice might not apply to you.
We're just trying to give back.
We're just trying to help
maybe
out.
Make a difference in someone's life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully this helped.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think we're done.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see how it turned out.
Imagine.
Everything recorded.
All right, the mic is on. I was so scared in midway that